Hi, welcome back to Wild Caught Vintage. My name is Randy. I'm the owner of Rockabilly Raven Vintage on Etsy, and here on my channel we do thrift hauls as well as vintage clothing styling. Maybe a few other vintage tips and tricks will come your way through a video. And today I have a wonderful selection of things to share with you from my thrift adventures in a neighboring town here in Ohio. So to start off with, we have some home decor items. So my first piece are these really interesting candlesticks, and I will cut in a little video of where I'm going to place them on the wall with a fantastic painting that my very good vintage best friend Nicole gave me. As you can see, they look really slender and beautiful in the space next to this painting, and I couldn't be happier with them. Those neat little candlesticks are 100% all made out of wood. They're in really pretty, really good shape, and they were $2. So not a bad, good way to start off my vintage adventures. So the next thing I found is, again, home decor piece, is this. Isn't it amazing? So this neat little plastic planter is going to be the home of one of my favorite houseplants. And as you can see from this little video that is cut in, I have placed one of my houseplants in it next to a window. I shot this video at night, so it's not quite as bright and vibrant as it is going to be during the daylight, but I think you get the general idea. I thought it was very, very pretty the way that it fanned out around the plant, and it just made a beautiful accent in the space. So that neat little basket cost me a little more than what I'm used to paying, but it was just too cool of a piece to pass up. So that little basket was $5. So on to clothing. Alright, my friends, I found a couple of knockdown drag out sweaters. The sweaters at this is a Goodwill that I went to in my neighboring town. The sweaters I think were $4 a piece. So they had no half off anything's going on, so that's fine. $4 is perfectly acceptable price for this beautiful 100% wool, interesting vintage LL Bean sweater. Ooh, sorry, my nail polish is looking a little rough there. Oh, there it is. It is, see if the camera will focus. I think it's focusing right here. It is 100% Shetland wool. It is made in Ireland. It is a size large. So it's too big for me, so I am going to put it up in the store after I probably hand wash it, and it will be all ready to go for someone for the fall and the winter. Just because I wanted to show you, it's this beautiful forest green with these neat little accent colors that are kind of woven into it. So if after I hand wash it, it kind of comes back down into a vintage large size, it might stay here with me because I'm really working on updating my wardrobe with more natural fabrics. Not 100% natural fabrics, but more natural fabrics. So speaking of natural fabrics, I found this absolutely fantastic 1970s Woolrich sweater. It is also 100% wool. It is made in the British Hong Kong, so it actually might be a little more 80s than 70s. So we'll go with 80s. It is a wonderful size. It's in beautiful shape. Again, 100% wool. Great brand. This particular piece is something I've been looking for, and I may cut in some video of how I would style this particular sweater with some high-waisted pants and perhaps a leather belt, especially for the fall. I think I have a beret or two that I will be able to cover my hair with, and just a great piece for $4. It just couldn't pass it up. One of my home decor pieces bit my hand. So, all right, moving on. I found a absolutely beautiful black high collar blouse with beautiful ruffles in the front. These are really popular online right now, so I am picking them up when I can find them. See if I can get the tag to show. This piece is from the late 80s, early 90s. It's a button front. The thing that I love about it is it's a larger size. It is a polyester, but it's a really beautiful, very silky, satin-like polyester. It's made in Sri Lanka, and it has a princess sleeve. See if I can turn it so that everybody can see what I'm talking about. Princess sleeve, as well as, like I said, that high collar. So it's a really fantastic piece, and I'm looking forward to putting it in the store. Husband break. Sorry about that. Apparently my husband didn't see the on-air sign that doesn't exist. Alright, so a few more home decor items that were part of this haul from the thrift store. I found these really beautiful, probably from the 40s, painted, ooh, ring light. Oh, ring light. How am I going to show these? Painted little pieces. I'll show a close-up so that the ring light of death is not killing these things. Really, really beautiful. They have these nice little marks on the back that just say lacquered painting done by hand. They were 50 cents a piece, and as you can see from the video that I've cut in, I collect vintage floral artwork. So that was a really great set of pieces, especially because it's a pair, to find for 50 cents a piece. So $1, absolutely. I was really, really excited to find those pieces. Next in the home decor world is a really cute little white planter. I am collecting white planters to sort of curate and unify my collection of houseplants, my extensive collection of houseplants. And as you can see from the video that I am going to cut in of where I placed this great little planter, I am pairing it with other white vintage planters that I have found out in the wild and putting it into arrangements, again, to unify my collection. Again, this great little piece was 50 cents, so I was really glad to find it and add it to the collection. Next awesome little piece that I found was this enameled ashtray. So I collect enameled ashtrays for sort of a weird purpose. Anyone who collects these for collector or art purposes might want to turn the video off now, because I use these beautiful things to put underneath my plants to catch extra water. Please don't unsubscribe. So this one was really neat. I really like the coloring on it. Sometimes they do set them out as like candy dishes and things. This little piece was, ooh, will it do it? 50 cents. Doesn't matter. It was 50 cents. And I have 3 or 4 of them at this point. I don't know if I'm going to cut a video in of where I placed this little piece or not. At one point it did have a Maker's Mark sticker on it, but it does not any longer. So it was a great little piece just to add to the collection. So last but not least from this part of the haul is this awesome Bag O taper candles. And you might be thinking, what is so groovy about a Bag O taper candles? One, I really hope you can see that. They were $3. The colors are absolutely beautiful, and as you can see, I am pairing them with brass candle holders to really bring out the vintage aesthetic in my house, as well as when I do put items up for sale in our Etsy stores or in our eBay store, that it just really shows the usage of these vintage items. And I just think the colors can't be beat. So I was really excited to find an entire bag of them for $3. It was awesome. So all total for that trip, oh, there's one thing that's not going to be here on camera with me, but I might cut in a video, is a vintage lampshade. I was gifted an absolutely beautiful blue glass lamp from my vintage bestie Nicole, and but it didn't have a shade, and so I picked up the largest vintage shade I could physically find at a thrift store, and it was $3, which can't be beat. I gotta find a harp, which a harp is the round piece that goes around the light bulb. Right now I have scavenged one off of a lamp that I'm not using, but I do want to use that lamp in the future. So I am on the hunt for just a single harp. I'm sure I'll find one at a garage sale or at a thrift store. But my total for sweaters and all the bric-a-brac, as they put it in my lampshade, was $27, not including tax. So not bad, not bad. I will very easily make $27 back on the blouse and the green sweater. So I'm really excited about that part of my haul. So moving on, I also stopped at a brand new little store in this town to the east of us. And this is a boutique. They did not have thrift store prices at all, but oh my gosh, as you will see, out to the car and report that I just found a 1940s Pendleton 49er jacket that is in great shape and it fit me. Yes, they had the find of the day, which was, I'm going to start with this absolutely unbelievable vintage 18, a vintage size 18 Pendleton 49er jacket. And I will unequivocally cut in a video or some like modeling of me wearing this. Check out this unbelievable vintage Pendleton tag. Please don't look at my fingernails. Vintage 18. I just can't. I can't even. It has the original fantastic green buttons here on the front. There is no damage. Great pocket. As you can see, I am pairing this with trousers as well as some different shirts. So as to just show how fantastic it is. This Pendleton, the reason that these 49er jackets are so fantastic and why they are sort of rare is that they were just so popular and people would wear them into the ground. So for me to find one and then find one in a vintage size 18, I'm a modern 10. I am a modern size 10, modern size 12. I got long arms because I'm over 6 foot tall, but it fits me and I am so excited. I paid $15 for this coat. Understand that I would not normally pay $15, especially for a piece that I would consider reselling. But for myself, or to potentially resell in the future, a piece like that, $15 is a very good price. Retail on Etsy is anywhere from $75 to $275. especially with the rarity of the size. So $15, that's money in the bank right there. So at this same thrift store, I found some other great pieces, mostly clothes at this one little store. So I will start with 2 more Pendleton pieces. I found this absolutely fantastic 1980s Pendleton cardigan. It's got great buttons. Look at these cool little eyeball buttons. They're just amazing. It is 100% wool. This one will probably stay here in my collection because, again, I'm trying to do more natural fibers. When you do vintage clothing every day like myself, you don't always get away with natural fibers, but I am trying to make an effort. Here is your 1980s Pendleton tag. Note that it is white, so it is a women's garment. Really, really fantastic. I like that it's got little details here on the sleeve as well. As you can see, I have paired it with some black and white accessories, and as always, my high-waisted pants and high-waisted skirt. So really great piece. Definitely a keeper. I was really excited about it. My next piece is a 1980s 1940s Pendleton blazer. I don't normally do blazers. This is a really nice late 80s, early 90s tag. But these lapels right here, as you can see, they look really 40s to me. Really vintage, really 40s. I thought with my high-waisted trousers, they were just going to be fantastic. I can do 40s, I could do 60s, just great. It is a vintage size 14. It's a little bit big in the body for me, so I may dart in the waist and the back just to slim it down a little bit. But both of those pieces were each $5, which I didn't think was too bad of a price. It's how much I would have paid at the Goodwill, so I will take it. Next, these are resale pieces because I don't fit into them. Christmas is coming. Fantastic. Tartan skirt is really beautiful. It's a tiny little size, probably 6 or 7. Great little tag. Reminds me of Christmas wrapping paper from when I was a kid in the late 80s, early 90s. It's got an acrylic zipper down the back. So Candy of California. Oh yeah. So really, really great piece. I was excited to find it. Someone's going to really like it with a vintage Christmas sweater for a Christmas party coming up. It's a great thing. This is the prettiest wool skirt I have found in a while. Now wait, watch. It's got the pleats. Look, the pleats inside are blue and the pleats on the outside are kind of brown. I don't think that was on purpose. I think that's just the way that it turned out from the pleating. But it's a really, really great piece. Still has an acrylic zipper. Does have a really nice little tag. And again, this one is, looks like it's polyester, acetate, and wool. So it means it'll wash up well. It didn't have any stains or holes. But for fall, I thought it was a great piece. It'll do well in the store, especially with the pleating. It's really popular right now. Also, got this beautiful, again, too small for me, but someone will love it, green wool skirt. This one happens to be all wool. Is in absolutely beautiful condition. This one is from Scotland, apparently. It has those great kilt-like pleats in it. Nice high waist. Little button here on the side. So, really beautiful little midi skirt in a dark forest green. It'll just look beautiful with creams, whites. It'll look good with, you know, for Christmas time if you wanted to. You could jazz it up with some red and things like that. So, really wonderful piece. So, moving away from clothes into accessories, I found 4 scarves at this particular little boutique. They were roughly $2 a piece, except for the Oscar de la Renta that I'm going to show you, and I think that one was $3. So again, because I'm on a mission for more wool in my vintage wardrobe, not wool, more natural fibers in my vintage wardrobe, found a great wool scarf. So it'll look really good with my vintage coats. Put a big beautiful pin right here. In the fall and at Christmas time, notorious for using them to do my tishels and do my wraps in my hair, do turbans. So really fantastic. This one was in great shape. It was $2. It didn't have any holes or any damage. Still had a nice tag attached to it. So really great piece for $2. Oh my gosh, how could I pass that up? It was just great. So that was wonderful. All right, you guys ready for my fangirl moment? I found a Vera scarf. Oh, friends, if you've been here for a while, you all know that Randy has a problem. Randy is a Vera fangirl. And I think this is a silk and rayon mix, but let's just go through this wonderful camel neutral colored Vera. This is a 70s Vera because the signature's gotten a little bit smaller. It no longer has a ladybug. That's my guess, is that it's a 70s Vera. Quality is still good. The edges are not hand stitched, they are machine stitched. And yes, that makes a difference on dating it. So, but it will just look amazing with my neutral colored sweaters. It'll make a fantastic, oh yeah, it'll make a really fantastic headscarf. So $2 for a Vera all day long. So I found this beautiful little, I think it's a wool blend, but sort of ethnic of my Slavic heritage scarf. It's not going to show up on camera as much as I would like. It's a nice paisley. It's a really good size. I might cut in video. I'm new at this cutting in the video of modeling stuff, guys, so forgive me if it goes wonky and astray. But I have a lot of these berry colored blouses right now. There it is. Look how pretty that is. Can you guys see this? And so to wear at my neck, to wear as a headscarf, they're just going to be wonderful. And for $2, this is a great little piece. Also in the vein of fall and florals, I picked up this. Look how sheer it is. Beautiful Oscar de la Renta 70s. It's probably accessories by Oscar. Wool scarf. I'm trying to find the signature. There it is. It was in my hand. These are valuable, friends. If you see them, pick them up, please. There. See, peeking underneath. They're really beautiful. I use them, of course, but I also sell them once in a while if I no longer am using them or it's not the right color for my skin. Here is a tag for you. Really great piece. This one is gonna go into my personal collection for right now. I just thought the brown for fall, it was just gonna be great. Look at this. I'm just gonna tie it up right here with what I got on. I mean, look at that. If I actually have my hair down, I could have my hair down like this if it wasn't a scarf. Goodness, I could just pair it like this. It looks really cool. So, nice little piece, especially because it's wool. Again, trying to put more natural fibers into my wardrobe. So, perfect condition for $3. We'll take it. My last two pieces are, can't see it because of the bag. These are earrings, my friends. I will show a little video of these beauties. These great pieces were, oh, I can't, okay, well, we'll cut in some pictures. So these great pieces are moonstone. It's probably artificial moonstone in the middle with little tiny black flowers that have rhinestones in them. They're just gonna look amazing, especially with my black headscarves. I'll cut some photos in so that you guys can see them. But again, they were $2. See if it does better this time. Isn't that great? Look how big it is. So $2. The answer to that is yes. Yes, thank you. I'll take those. The gal that sold them to me was so sweet because she was so excited that somebody wanted these amazing earrings because they apparently had been sitting for a little while. Last thing, my friends, from this haul was some beautiful green vintage taper candles to go in with some of my home decor items. Candles were 50 cents a piece. So in total, at the second boutique that I went to, remember please that I bought a lot of higher end pieces, especially that 1940s, 1950s Pendleton jacket for myself. The total there was close to $60. That is not my normal. The jacket alone would easily cover the entire cost of that thrift. But to be fair, both of the skirts will as well. I will sell the skirts at roughly $28 to $30 a piece. And potentially, if I can't get the 1940s style blazer to fit me well, I will probably sell that as well. So I will easily make my money back plus a little bit of profit. But that thrift was a little more for myself. But I hope that you are enjoying seeing how I style things and put things together a little bit more. That was a big change for me to do that with the channel. So if you have any suggestions or tips or tricks or thoughts on it, I'd love to hear it. I have missed everyone, and I'm glad I've been able to get back in the saddle and back to making some videos. I hope that you are enjoying seeing how I style things and that this video blesses you in some way. If you like this sort of thing, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I will be putting up new content on a pretty regular basis. And I look forward to the discussion down in the comments below. I hope that you have a wonderful day and that I will see you again in a video in the near future. Have a wonderful day. Bye!